everyone, it's Vlogmas day 19. I just looked at the date to double check and I was like, how is it Vlogmas day 19? How's it the 19th of December? I don't know what's happening. Time is flashing before my eyes. I've just popped these eye patches on. These are absolutely freezing. I just got them out of the fridge and they're so cold and it's really, really nice. I just popped out to see Johnny. I have just woken up this morning. I've had the most chill, happy, lovely, but seriously productive morning ever. I woke up this morning and I've got an app now on my phone to stop me using social media so much. I just have noticed there's so many things, like I have friends with kids who have talked about like the impact of social media on their kids and like scrolling and that kind of fast-paced screen time. I feel like watching YouTube I love because it's very like low stimulation and you're just like watching one thing, and most of the time when I watch YouTube I have it on in the background when I'm working or doing something, so it's never like too stimulating for me. Or like watching TV, it's just one screen, one thing, and it's relatively slow paced. Being on Instagram, being on Pinterest, all of these things is fine until I'm scroll. And I have noticed in the last, I would say probably a year, but definitely the last 6 months, I have really noticed a direct link and impact in my mood, my quality of sleep, whether I can even get to sleep or not, but also just my mental health when I have been scrolling too much. There was one weekend, I can't remember what it was, like a few months ago. Sorry, these keep slipping. They're like sliding down. Toby was working a weekend and I just remember being on my phone and I was scroll. And I was like, I literally think I've been scrolling, like just scrolling through reels for like 2 hours or something. And it got to the point where then I was looking at something on ASOS and I was just scrolling through tons and tons of clothes. And by the end of the day, I was like, I feel so mentally frazzled and like buzzed in a really negative way. And I couldn't sleep. And then I felt really low. And then I felt really shit about myself. And I was like, there has never been more of a direct link for me. I was like, too much scrolling equals feeling like shit. Not sleeping, feeling depressed. And since I've really noticed that, I have really, really noticed when there's days that I feel really good. I'm like, I haven't been on my phone all day and I wasn't really on my phone yesterday. And then days where I'm like, I feel like shit, what have I been doing? And I'm like, oh yeah, I spent 2 hours on Pinterest, an hour on Instagram. But it was to the point where, like all of us, and I know everybody does this, even if you don't want to admit you do this, I find myself on my phone when I don't even know. Like I'll be doing something and then I'll be like, oh, I'm on Instagram. And I don't even remember picking up my phone and going to Instagram. One of the biggest things for me is notifications. Like the second I get a notification, I'll pick up my phone and I'll look at it. And like quite a few of my friends and family send me things on Instagram. So I would say like probably every hour I'll have like a notification on someone sent me something basically. And so I was constantly picking up, and then I would get stuck in a back and forth. So I'd pick it up, see what they've sent me, then I'll see something else, then I'll send that to someone else, then they'll reply, and it will just go on and on and on to where I'm spending so much time and energy on my phone, which is just a waste of everything. And I really love social media. I think there's so many positives to it. Like I need to censor myself a little bit with how much I'm actually using my phone and what I'm doing on my phone. And so I got this app, and I can tell you when, it was 27 days ago because I've got a streak going. And it basically, the actual best thing that it's done is grayed out or like faded out the apps. So if you see here, Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, I don't really know on Facebook, all of the social media apps, I've chosen which ones to include in the timeout, I guess it's called. They're like grayed out so you can't really see them. So when I noticed that I'd pick up my phone and my thumb would immediately go to Instagram, but because it was grayed out, I'd pause for a second and be like, hang on, where is it? And I was like, oh, that's what I was doing. I was going to Instagram then and I didn't even know. But that second of pause where it was grayed out really like added a barrier. Then what I do is when I click on a social media app, it opens. You can choose what you want it to say out of like a few different options. So mine says take a deep breath. And then it says, do you want to continue? If so, press the button and it'll open in 5 seconds. So it basically just makes you reflect. You take a breath and you're like, do I want to go on Instagram right now? Is this the right time? And I have access for 15 minutes. Now, I do have a lot of leeway on this. I think I've given myself up to 8 times of opening social media a day. So I could spend still a lot of time on social media. But every single day that I've done this, I haven't gone in more than twice. I think once I went in 3 times because I was watching a live and it timed me out. So I went back in to finish watching it. But I haven't spent more than half an hour on social media on my phone a day since I've got this. And even that's still a lot of time. That's plenty of time to catch up on things. And what I've noticed since doing it is that I really think about when I'm going to use it in the morning, or I really think about when I'm using my phone. I really think about what I'm doing, and I really make the most of the time I'm on there. I haven't found myself just scrolling because I'm like, I have 15 minutes. I want to check this person, this person, this person. I need to message that person. I saw a reel the other day that I want to send this person. So I'm like utilizing my time, and I feel very happy with that. And then when it comes to the 15 minutes, it like goes back to the timeout page, and I can choose to carry on. So I don't. What I like is that it's not preventing me, it's just giving me time to reflect. Because if it was like, you're locked out now, I'd get frustrated and I'd probably delete the app. But it just gives me the timeout screen, and I thought I was eating Buddy's hair. It just gives me the timeout screen, and I have the choice. And then I'm like, it's like censoring myself, but also letting me make the choice. So when it does that, I can decide, am I going to spend another 15 minutes sat here on my phone? Or have I actually seen enough? Because usually when it goes to the timeout, I'm like, oh, but that video, or oh, I was just about to comment on that, or like, oh, I just wanted to watch one more reel. I think I could so easily just get caught up in that. Whereas that timeout page makes me think, oh yeah, I did really want to watch that, but now it's not in front of me. I don't actually care. And that is wild to me. And I think that's so much with things like YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, that kind of like, I guess I don't really use Snapchat, Facebook or anything like that, but that swiping, you get such a dopamine, like addictive feeling from it. But the second it's gone, I don't care. And I'm like, it's so funny how when you're in it, you're like, I need more. And then as soon as another screen comes up, I'm like, oh yeah, I don't even remember what I was looking at, and I don't think I really care about it anymore. It's wild to me. Anyway, I think that's basically a long way of me saying that I woke up and spent 15 minutes on Instagram because I used one of my 15 minutes this morning. And then I just sat up in bed and I was like, I'm not going to get out of bed until I've fully edited and rendered one of my Vlogmas videos. So I've done that. So I fully edited, rendered my video, done my face mask, just washed my face and everything. I've just come down. I need to do a little morning reset, which I normally do. Just sort the litter tray out, put all the washing away, wipe the sides, put all the lights and candles on, make the house cozy, put the Christmas tree on. I'm about to do all of that. Then I'm going to have breakfast and start my day a little bit later than normal, but that's okay because I got a load of work done this morning, and I'm really glad I did it like that because I think I was more productive that way. So now I've done that, I'm going to upload it, and then I'm going to get straight on to the next video and catch up. Today has been so productive. I'm actually so happy with everything I've got done today. So I obviously woke up this morning, just edited my video in bed and had that done like by the start of the day. I do still have 2 more to do. I haven't managed to edit the others. But then I was like, as I always say, if I know I need to clean the house, I need to do it before I get into anything else. So then I basically had breakfast, got ready, cleaned the whole house, and feel amazing for it. I've just put a load of washing on, which I'm gonna hang up and sort out when I get home. So I feel really caught up. I had someone's body shape analysis to do, which I've done. So yeah, I got my video edited, cleaned the whole house, did a body shape analysis for a new client. I had some other bits that I needed to sort out, just like admin bits, got all of that done. I have a Vinted parcel that I need to go and post, which is what I was saying at the start of the month, like I just have a bag of Vinted things, and it's so annoying when you just have like the one odd thing that sells just out of nowhere, and the girl really needs it ASAP apparently. So I'm just going to go and post it. I had to wrap it up in Christmas wrapping paper, like a Christmas present, because I didn't have any packing bags. So I am now going out to go to Tesco Pets at Home and post the parcel, which I can do it in post, which is at Tesco. So that's amazing. Oh my God, Starbucks is open. They've been building a Starbucks here. And I was like, is it going to be open in time for Christmas? And I think it's open. They've literally put this Starbucks up in the car park. How have they made that? It's massive. Oh my God, that's really exciting. I'm going to tell Toby, he's going to be really excited about that. This is not conducive to me not having Starbucks. So usually I just make my matcha at home, and then once a week I will get a matcha, and I'm justifying it by not commuting, not having to buy lunch out. It's like my little treat in the week. And obviously during December, we travel a lot more and are doing a lot more. So it's kind of like a thing. We just accept that that's like a bit of a festive treat. But the fact that this is so close to the house is probably not good for my addiction. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, exciting. Pets at home.
Well, I'm all for Christmas, all the happy smiles and the wishes, and I
That was very successful. I feel like, because it got dark, it felt really long. Sorry, I've just put the washing on spin, so it's probably really loud. But I just went to the neighbours and picked up Toby's last present, so I'm just going to quickly wrap that. I've got a couple more bits to do. I just need to assess my list. So I've done that. Okay, I've got a few more bits to do, which I'm just gonna quickly try and get done. We're sat on the sofa, we just had dinner. We're in the middle of watching A Merry Little Xmas, which my friend messaged me earlier saying it was like really rubbish and she wasn't that into it. I'm really enjoying it. The Harry Potter guy is like my favourite person ever. That's me, literally, not him, the Harry Potter guy. And Sabrina and Clueless in the same movie, best thing. I was just laying on the sofa saying how much I wanted my Knoops hot chocolate from yesterday. And I was like, maybe it's on Deliveroo. And Toby was like, if it's on Deliveroo, do you actually want one? And I was like, no, I'm not going to pay to get a Deliveroo for a hot chocolate. And then he just appeared with a Christmas present. And I knew what it was because we were in Knoops yesterday and they had all of the hot chocolates on the shelves. I was like, no way. So I've just opened this and Toby's going to go to the shop and get me an orange so he can make me the chocolate orange one. And show me your present that you just had. I wanted to give Toby a present too. So he's had... Has that just started creaking all of a sudden? Toblerone. I was like, he might as well have it because as soon as he sees it under the tree, like everybody knows what a Toblerone is when it's under the tree. But it's like...
it's more...
it's golden caramel with honey and almond nougat. Nougat?
I think it's more just nice to spread it out.
Yeah, I was saying it's really nice because when I had my Vive thing last week, like it's all I was like thinking about. I was really excited about it. I could appreciate it. Now I get to enjoy my Knoops when I want it. Toby started eating this. It smells amazing. It smells like a gold bar, which I guess is exactly what it is.
Yeah, I was like, what's sad is if I didn't have that Toblerone, this would be me this Christmas.
Is he particularly fit?
I mean,
He's got more hair than you.
He's not as fat as me.
I'm really jealous of this. This smells so good. Oh my God, even just glancing at it, there's so much milk in the ingredients. I just saw milk about 100 times.
Yeah, butter, soy, milk.
They might just have an egg in there just for a laugh. I'm really excited about this. However, oh shit, my dad's presents in the background. Oh my God, you might need to blur that. Okay, please ignore all of the presents. And if you're a member of my family, don't watch. This is the chocolate. You need to use 8 spoons per thing. No wonder.
Do you want savage?
Oh God, you're not looking at sugar as well, are you?
I'm not looking at sugar, but I would happily just eat all of this. And it's like 2,000 calories.
Yeah, so is this probably.
But also, what's so depressing... Oh, it does have egg in as well.
Does it actually in the nougat? Yeah, you need about 8 teaspoons of this. So this isn't going to last. But literally after I had my Knoops yesterday, we got in the car and I was like, my tongue is buzzing with sugar. No bloody wonder. Although look at the chips. Isn't that so satisfying? Look how it's got like lines on it, like they've scraped it. I'm back on the creaky bench. Toby has told me that this jumper is extremely unflattering on me.
I didn't say something flattering. I said your boobs were saggy and you had fat rolls.
Gave Toby a Christmas present. I'm going to show you what it is. Pass it to me.
Which one?
Please. Pass me the packaging.
So I put them in the packaging and then you can reveal?
No, pass me the packaging and then you can show me them in order of your favourites. So I actually got this when I went to Bath, when I went to Bath Market with the girls. Do you remember I came back to the car and I had something like in my jacket?
Yeah.
That's what this was.
I hugged you and you were like, oh my God, there's something in my jacket.
Yeah, I was like, don't look at me. I just thought the set was so cute because I used the Mario Badescu. I mean, if you have been a fan, creaky bench. If you've been a fan of like YouTube, like beauty YouTube or like blogs since it started like the last 15 years, everyone will have tried the Mario Badescu aloe and rosewater one. I used to have this and loved it so much and I just would be so happy when I had Mario Badescu. face mist. Do you not remember I used to have it in the fridge? And I just thought this packaging was so adorable. Anyway, it's 5 mini mists and I'm really excited about it. Are you going to show me them in order of your faves? Just to add though, that every year Toby likes me to get him a skincare brand that you haven't tried.
So
I guess, have you tried them all to even know what your favourites are?
No, that's what I'm saying. I think my order of favouritism is just based on the flavours.
Okay. So is this your favourite?
So that's my favourite. The first two are in order.
Okay. So Toby did just miss these two. So this is the Orange Blossom. Sage and Orange Blossom. They're so cute. I love them. But actually, even though they're minis, they're like a good size. Yeah. And also that's good for like travel to have in your little wash bag.
Then that one.
Second favourite is the aloe cucumber and green tea. I think this might be one of the original ones. It says hit spritz, not snooze. So again, this is a good morning one. You should have this by the bed and just spritz it first thing in the morning. Then we have 3 others. We've got...
I'd say I'm more excited about that one.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this one. This, I imagine, would be so nice to take on holiday because it's got coconut water in it. And to me, like in the fridge in the summer, that would be so... You should keep one in the fridge so it's nice and cold when you mist.
Then this.
Which is the original, the rose water. I honestly have loved this for years. I haven't used it for a while actually, and this one says get the glow up, so it's nice and glowy.
And then this, purely because it's kind of the colour of like washing detergent.
What?
Which is throwing.
Oh, that puts you off.
I'm sure it's really nice.
That's just lavender.
But I'm saying there's a reason that's the last in the list because it kind of looks like fairy liquid.
This is de-stress and unwind, and it has chamomile and lavender in. That's why it's that colour, because it's the lavender. That took us 20 minutes. That was ridiculous. That was really hard. And what's crazy is it was really hard the entire time, and then all of a sudden in the last 10 seconds we just were on a roll and got everything. I feel like it just takes that one piece to like trigger everything else. But are we going to have a quick look at presents and maybe do a little bit of wrapping for half an hour while we finish watching the movie?
Yeah, sure.
We're going to go and do that. So I'm going to say goodbye now. Right, I'll see you again tomorrow.
Boy!
Bye!